Layer blend modes are a quick way to blend two images together. One of the many situations in which blend modes are useful is to add a textured look to an image. To start, open this photograph from the downloadable practice files for this tutorial, or a photo of your own. The first step is to add another image, an image of a texture. Go to the File menu and choose Place Embedded. Navigate to an image of a texture, like this one from the practice files for this tutorial, and click Place. This is just a photo that I snapped of a wall. It's a good idea to capture images like this when you happen to see them so that you have a collection of textures to work with in Photoshop. To finish placing the texture image, I'll go up to the Options bar and click the check mark. Take a look at the Layers panel. Because we use the Place Embedded method of adding an image, Photoshop automatically made a new layer for the textured photo. Make sure that new texture layer is selected. And then to apply a layer blend mode, go to this drop-down menu at the top of the Layers panel. Here you'll find a list of many blend modes to choose from. Each blend mode is a different formula for blending the colors on the selected layer with the colors on any layers below. The results depend on the images you're using, so rather than try to predict what will happen if you choose a particular blend mode, the easiest thing to do is just try them out on the images you are using. One way to do that is to just click on a blend mode in this menu to apply it. For example, we could click on the Overlay blend mode to see how it looks on this image. Photoshop is just blending the colors and tones in the texture layer with those on the background layer just below. Or we could try another one. Let's try Soft Light, which is similar to Overlay but more subtle. And you could go through clicking each blend mode in the Blend Mode menu to test it out on your image combo. But here's a bonus tip. There's a quicker way to try out different blend modes, and that's to cycle through them using this shortcut. Go to the Tools panel and select the Move tool. Then hold down the Shift key as you press the plus key, which is at the top of your keyboard. And each time you press and release the plus key, the next blend mode down in the menu is applied. And if you look at the Layers panel, you'll see the names on the layer blend mode changing as I do this. And if you want to move the other way up the menu, hold the Shift key and press the minus key on your keyboard. On this pair of images, I liked the look of the Overlay blend mode. So I'll go back to the Blend Mode menu and I'll choose Overlay. If the result is too strong for your taste, you can lower the opacity of the texture layer using the Opacity slider, which is just to the right of the Blend Mode menu. With the texture layer still selected in the Layers panel, I'll drag the Opacity slider to the left by hovering over its name and dragging. When you're happy with the blended result, go to the File menu, choose Save As, and be sure to save your working file in the Photoshop or PSD format. Adding texture to a photo isn't the only thing the blend modes are useful for. Layer blend modes are also a simple way to blend the content of any two images together. To practice that, let's go up to the File menu, choose Open, and navigate to another photo from the practice files. This one of some tangled yarn. I'll click Open, and then I'll add another photo to this one by going to the File menu, choosing Place Embedded, navigating to a second photo, like this one from the practice files, and then I'll click Place. And then I'll go up to the Options bar and click the check mark. Let's apply a layer blend mode to the top layer. With the Move tool still selected in the Tools panel, I'll go up to the Layer Blend Mode menu, and I'll try choosing an option from here. Or, as I already showed you, you can hold down the Shift key and click the plus key on the keyboard to cycle through different blend modes to get a different look with every blend mode. I liked the Lighten blend mode on this pair of images, so I'll go back to the Blend Mode menu, and I'll choose Lighten. You can get some really interesting blends of content on multiple images this way. So practice with some layer blend modes on images of your own. In the next video, you'll learn about another way to blend images together, and that's using a layer mask. So stay tuned.